Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news. Hope you and your white viewers can't look away. The unspoken bond between Yulong and Miemie in the fast-moving world of short dramas. Few pairings leave a lasting mark, but Yulong and Miemie have done just that. What began as a scripted romance in Time Lovers has evolved into something far more magnetic. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, portraying lovers torn apart by fate and time. Yet what truly captivated audiences wasn't just the storyline, it was the glances, the silences, the fleeting touches that felt far too real to be rehearsed behind the scenes. Their dynamic tells a deeper story. No fan service, no over-the-top performances, just moments of quiet care and effortless connection. A small gesture here, an instinctive reaction there, and suddenly, viewers found themselves watching not just a drama, but what looked like a relationship unfolding in real time. Is it all just great acting? Or has the line between fiction and reality quietly blurred? The allure of Yulong and Miemie isn't just about romance, it's about authenticity in a world that often feels staged. They remind viewers of something we're all searching for, a connection that doesn't need words, a bond that makes sense without explanation. After watching them, people don't just root for the characters, they reflect on their own desires for something real. In a world saturated with pretense, Yulong and Miemie offer a rare gift: sincerity. And perhaps that's what keeps audiences coming back, hoping, feeling, and believing that sometimes, love does slip off the script and into real life. Off script and unspoken, the intimate connection of Yulong and Miemie in an industry built on illusions. Yulong and Miemie have become an anomaly, a pair whose connection feels strikingly real. Their performance in Time Lovers was lauded for its emotional depth, but what lingered long after the credits rolled were the moments in between the scenes, the shared glances, the instinctive gestures, the quiet protectiveness on set. They rarely needed cues. They just knew, the director said. No matter the scene, they moved like two halves of the same thought. Whether it was a long gaze held just a beat too long or an unscripted embrace, their chemistry left even the crew wondering, was it really all acting? Off camera, Yulong's attentiveness was just as compelling. He wasn't performing for anyone when he brought Miemie water between takes or shielded her from the sun with his umbrella. One chilly evening during a rain shoot, Miemie visibly trembled from the cold. Without hesitation, Yulong removed his coat and wrapped it around her. The cameras weren't rolling, but the crew was watching, and the quiet buzz that followed spoke volumes. These gestures weren't rehearsed. They were real, intimate acts that suggested something deeper. For viewers, it's not just about whether they're together in real life, it's about the rare magic of witnessing something honest in a world built on make-believe. In that way, Yulong and Miemie offer more than a love story. They offer a question we all carry: what if the most unforgettable romances aren't written in scripts, but lived in glances, in silences, in moments no one was meant to see? The silent devotion of Yulong. When still waters run deep. Yulong has long been known in the entertainment world for his calm demeanor and private nature. He rarely seeks the spotlight and almost never explains himself in the face of rumors. But there's one name that seems to stir something in him every time it comes up. Miemie fans first noticed the shift during a lighthearted interview. When asked if you could choose a lifelong partner, who would it be, Yulong didn't deflect or laugh it off. Instead, he paused, looked down with a faint smile, and said, "I think someone has already chosen someone." That quiet response sent shockwaves across social media. For a man who rarely shares his feelings, the implication was unmistakable, but perhaps the most touching moment wasn't broadcast. On Miemie's birthday, a fan-captured photo showed Yulong standing silently outside her apartment, holding a small cake, the exact kind she mentioned loving in an old live-stream. There were no cameras, no publicity. Just him, waiting. This wasn't a grand romantic gesture, it was something deeper. A kind of love that doesn't demand attention, but quietly supports from the sidelines. Yulong, steady as a mountain. Miemie, as free as the wind. They are opposites, yet perfectly aligned. And in a world that often confuses noise for passion, their quiet connection speaks volumes. Together, they remind us, sometimes the loudest kind of love is the one that doesn't need to be said aloud. Yulong and Miemie, when on screen love becomes a whispered reality. Sometimes, Love doesn't announce itself, it simply exists in quiet glances, shared silences, and words left unsaid. For Yulong and Miemie, what started as compelling on-screen chemistry has slowly revealed itself to be something far more intimate. During a recent live stream, a fan asked Miemie to describe Yulong. Her answer came instantly: he's the type who won't say much, but will always shield you from the wind and rain. It was more than praise, it was a glimpse into a bond built on quiet trust. She's admitted, time and again, sometimes with just one look, "I know exactly what he's thinking." That level of unspoken understanding doesn't happen overnight, it's the result of two hearts moving in sync. At the wrap party for Time Lovers, fans reported seeing the pair whispering and holding hands once the cameras were off. Later, they were spotted leaving together. The rumors didn't stop there. At a brand event, a staff member captured a candid moment, Yulong gently adjusting Miemie's hair accessory. The image went viral not because it was dramatic, but because it was deeply real. Even their social media tells a subtle story. Matching poetic captions, softness in the rain, twilight togetherness posted within minutes of each other. Coincidence? Or a quiet conversation only they understand? And then there's Yulong's most telling line: "If I loved cats, I'd want to be her cat." Miemie just happens to have a cat named Miemie. In the end, maybe this isn't just a CP couple pairing we're watching. Maybe it's a slow-burning love story, one that's unfolding in real time, behind the veil of fiction. More than a CP, the quiet love story of Yulong and Miemie. True love rarely announces itself with fanfare. More often, it unfolds quietly in late-night video calls, in the warmth of shared silence, in the small gestures no one else sees. That's what makes the connection between Yulong and Miemie so powerful. What began as on-screen chemistry in Time Lovers has evolved into something deeper, emotional partnership built on understanding, care, and time. After Time Lovers, the two went their separate ways professionally, but insiders say they never truly drifted. Despite filming in different cities, they stayed in constant contact, sending voice messages, checking in, offering quiet encouragement. Their bond didn't just survive distance, it grew because of it. It's not the dazzling visuals or perfect drama scenes that keep fans invested. It's the quiet authenticity, the way they make love feel real, possible, even familiar. They don't perform affection. They simply are, and that is what resonates most. Every candid photo, every unscripted touch, feels like a window into a story unfolding off-screen. Neither has officially confirmed anything, but they don't need to. The way Yulong hands her water without a word, the way Miemie brushes rain off his shoulders, it all speaks louder than any statement ever could. She isn't just his co-star. She's the one who sees through his silence. And he's not just a protector, he's the one who feels peace just by being near her. Their rumored reunion in the upcoming drama The Boundary Between the Stars and the Moon has already stirred a new wave of anticipation. But for many fans, the most beautiful part isn't what happens next on screen. It's what might already be happening behind the scenes, a love quietly taking root, strong enough to weather everything but too sacred to shout. Yulong and Miemie, a love that speaks in silence. He's still there again and again by her side without needing a reason, without demanding attention, because real love isn't loud, it's patient. It's understanding. And for Yulong, that love is Miemie. She sees what others miss. She reads his eyes when he says nothing. She understands the weight behind his silence, the hesitation behind his smile. That's why he can't let go, not because of comfort, not out of routine, but because what they share is irreplaceable, a connection that doesn't come twice in a lifetime. So what do you think of Yulong? Could you let go of someone like that? Because he can't. If their story moved you, don't scroll away, leave a comment below. What's your favorite moment between them? Do you believe they're more than just co-stars? And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more deep dive CP stories that touch the heart. This isn't just another real romance. This is love, quiet, resilient, and real.